Since day one of my life, I've been a chronic procrastinator, always putting off work. And it wasn't even always hard work. It was just that I couldn't muster up the desire to actually do it. I would only do work when I was essentially out of time and forced to just throw my hands up and get it over with. And this is how I was for a long time. But once I started college, everything changed. I had the desire to become a hard worker, and I'm sure you do too if you're watching this. And through lots of trial and error, I was able to get there. Right? I now work 4 hours a day minimum in deep work, uninterrupted blocks on my content and business every single day. And I will show you how to do the same with your work if you just follow along in this video. In my freshman dorm, I had to make a decision. Right? Was this year going to be like every other year of my life, where I basically slacked the entire time and just scraped by with good enough grades? And based on what I'm doing right now, it's safe to say that I decided against that and decided to make a change. Right? I was talking to a couple of friends before this night, and they were impressed that I had actually a year of college already done just from AP credits from high school. And it didn't really sink in immediately, but I realized later that night that I was a year ahead of everybody else around me without even trying. So, what could I really get done if I actually tried and applied myself? And that's when I decided to make this change. Doing the hard work ahead of time voluntarily, like of my own will, was by far the number one problem and issue that I faced in this process. But if you're open to making that change and you're willing to watch this whole video, I will show you how to get over this and become a hard worker and work harder than you ever have before. Real quick, before I get into the meat of the video, I just made a free community for people who are looking to improve their ability to focus. If that would be valuable to you, it's 100% free. Third link in the description. Go click it and join. And let's get into the video. So how do you actually get better at doing hard work? Firstly, and the first thing that I worked on was unlocking your determination. Think of any story that you've ever read where the main character or hero accomplished something huge. I'm going to bet 9 times out of 10 that that character had determination from either the beginning or early on in the story to accomplish that goal, and that it drove them through the entire events of the story. It drove them through the challenges, the trials, the tribulations, until they actually accomplished the goal. You have to do the same thing here, just like I did, right? Your source of determination has to be something that sparks you every single day and that will drive you to work until you hit that goal and accomplish it. Right? It will drive you to work harder than you've ever worked before. For me, it was finding out that I really wanted to truly retire my mother for all that she's done for me, right? That goal and being able to just retire my mom would be by far and away the best thing that I could hope to accomplish. And this goal drove me back then, and it's still driving me today to keep working harder and keep pushing. You need to find a goal that hits you close to home and ignites a spark in you that will keep you pushing no matter how tough it gets, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how stagnant your growth is. You have to find something that ignites that determination inside you to keep on going. Just the thought alone of retiring her and all she's done for me kept me reading, kept me learning, kept me writing, kept me recording content, making things the best that I could, and improving along the way. And that's the thought that keeps me going every single day. So find something that lights you up inside that will keep the spark alive until that goal is finally achieved. Secondly, tailor your work environment towards your work. right? Make sure that there aren't tons of distractions around your workspace, and either go somewhere quiet or create a personal workspace where that's possible. But whatever you do and whatever decision you make, do not work around temptation. Temptations could be anything, like friends to talk to, snacks, video games, your phone, right? Anything similar to these is going to just serve as a distraction when you're trying to get into a focused flow state of deep work where you actually get a bunch done in a short amount of time. All of these are just going to hinder you. If you have any of these around, it is going to take away from your attention to do hard work, and it will keep you where you currently are. So try and remove these if possible, or find a spot where none of these things are present. And if people are trying to get you to do things, this happens a lot, right? Especially if you just have a good amount of friends. Tell them that you have to do work and that you're busy at a certain time if you actually are, right? Don't just make it up and just use that as an excuse to not go out with them. But if you actually have work to do and you know that you need to get it done during this certain amount of time, just tell them that you're busy and they'll understand, and you can go with them next time, right? You can go with them on the weekend. It's not going to make or break your relationship with your friends if you are busy every once in a while. So just tell them that you're busy, right? Don't be a dick about it, and hang out with them next time. But if you start blowing off work to go out with your friends, it's just going to be a slippery slope that's going to lead you right back down to slacking off and procrastinating again and not getting the work that you know you should be done. So create that environment that's ideal for your work and limit the distractions as much as possible. The third thing that you want to do, and that I did, that greatly improved how hard I could work and how long I could work, is just making it easy to focus, right? Put on some binaural beats that are designed to improve your focus and cognition, and make sure that you have nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Take some deep, slow breaths before starting your work, and then just get to work. Right? This is by far the best way that I've found to get immediately into focused work and not break that concentration for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. Right? It does not hurt me at all to work like this. And it actually makes it super enjoying and a fun experience when time just flies and you're doing work that you actually enjoy and find productive. All of this is going to put you in a peak space to do work and focus. And I personally do this before every single work session that I have. And like I said, it just works wonders for making it easy to stay engaged with the work and produce quality work while you're there. I'm going to leave you with one last simple tip here, and that's to just start, right? Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect time window. Just start. It's so much easier to follow through on doing the work and finishing it on time or ahead of time if you just start it. Because even if you don't finish it in the time block, you have it started and you can finish it later, and it's going to be a lot easier to bring yourself to finish something that's already started. So every time that you're thinking about procrastinating and pushing it off, just start. Just do a little bit. Get into the workflow and see how far you can take it. Right? There's never going to be that perfect moment. Now is the only moment that you have. So just take the opportunity that you have and just start. If you're able to find something that unlocks your determination, actually create a ideal work environment and get into that focus state and make it easy to focus as you go into work, it is going to make working harder so much easier. It is going to make you a productive force when you go into that work session. And you're going to come out feeling satisfied and confident about what you did and the work that you produced. Right? If you're still struggling with focus and doing the hard work that you know you should be doing, or you don't even know what to work on, click the first link in the description and schedule a one-on-one call with me, or I'll help you personally with your situation. Right? And follow me on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, in the second link in the description, where I'll be posting every day, giving advice like this and helping you guys out. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. And as always, stay blessed.